Sup guys, how's it going? Welcome to this Gamer Tech review. Now in this review, we're going to be taking a look at a power supply unit. It was sent to me by Cooler Master, so thank you guys very much, and it is the V850. Now this is an 850 watt 80 plus gold power supply. It is a bit of a beast, I am not going to lie. One of the great things I love about this is that it's a fully modular power supply. Now the difference between fully modular and regular power supplies is with fully modular, every single cable attached to it, you can unplug, so you've got just the box on its own. Now you can get half modular ones where you've got the CPU and the motherboard power cables hardwired into it. You have to use those cables no matter what, so you know, it's fine. But personally, I love the fact that you can get full modular ones just because it just seems tidier and you've got more options of what you can do with it. So, without further ado, let's just have a closer look at the box. So on the front of the box, we can see a picture of the beast itself. It looks really, really nice. I really can't wait to get this out looking at that picture. On the side, we've got the specifications of it, so you've got the form factor, what outputs it's got, the total power, and also what type of plug you have. On the back of the box you have the efficiency and also the fan curves on there, along with some different information in a fair few different languages. It also lets you know what modular cables comes included in the box. The other sides of the box pretty much repeat the information that is on here, so let's just crack it out and have a closer look at it. Here we are with the Big Daddy. Oh, awesome. I'm looking forward to this. Now this does come in bigger wattages as well. I believe you can get it in 1000 and also 1200 if you do want that extra power. However, I'm not running dual or tri-SLI or crossfire, so I don't need that. But I do have quite a high-end card, so I do want a decent amount of power. Plus I've got a fair few hard drives in there, optical bays and also fans, so it is quite important for me to have a lot of power. So let's start opening it up and seeing what we have inside. It's so big. There we go. Right, main box is out of the way. Now we're on to box number 2. How do we get in here? Has it got a flappy? It has got a flappy bit. Ooh, so we've got a European plug. No matter, I do have UK plugs, and actually on the box it does have a variety of different regions, and it has got EU stamped there, but it does come in US, AU, KN, KR, BR, UK, JP, and TW. So you can get plugs from everywhere in the world. Now this bag, I know it's going to be in this bag. So first of all, that falls out, we've got the 4 screws which we're going to use to attach it to the case, which will hold it in nice and snug. And then this is our big bag of cables. Now in this big bag, we've got the motherboard, the power, we've got the SATA cables, we've got the graphics card, the CPU, we've got absolutely everything that we need in this bag here. Now I will go through this bag in a second just to see exactly what we have included. It does say on the box as well what we get, but we'll have a little closer look at that in a second. But I still want to make my way through to the power supply itself, which should be hiding. Oh my god, it's in a little bag. It's got its own little separate bag. That's amazing. Right, that's bag there. Instruction booklet with voltages and stuff. So let's pop that out of the way. It's also got installation instructions, but everyone knows how to install a PSU. But I will be installing it for you so you can see it too. Oh my days, look at, oh, it already looks very pretty. Cooler Master V850, model number. So the standard information there. Oh, that's a very nice side. And oh, look at the, oh my days. Look how nice it is. It's very, very nice. I like this shiny, the brushed stainless steeliness, if you call it that, I don't know, but oh, it does look very, very nice. I cannot wait to get this into a PC. That's nice. Oh, that's really good. I like this. Ah, here we go. This is the modular side of our connectors here. Nice little Cooler Master logo, but we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4. These are our PCIe. Then we've got our CPU, which are our 8 pins. Then we've got our 10-pin motherboard connector there. This is our motherboard cable there. And in this here, these are for all of our hard drive, our SATAs, and also for our Molex connectors. Oh, it does look really, really nice. I do like that. Right, let's have a little look at the cables that came in with it as well. Okay, here we go. So let's have a little look one by one. In here, this is our motherboard connector. So that's our 24 pin, which connects to the motherboard itself. And these pin here will connect into the power supply unit itself. So that's that one done there. Then we've got a nice little 2 Molex connector, because Molex isn't really getting used a huge amount now, so you don't need a ton of Molex connectors. So that's cool. That is, it's handy that they've already put in a couple there. Then we have got CPU power, so that connects into the PCU, and then this is the CPU. And it's cool that it's a split plug as well. So if you've got a 4-pin or an 8-pin, you're going to be okay either way. Then moving on, we've got another small Molex, another 2 Molex adapters there, and I do like, because it's really annoying when you get a long string of Molex adapters. I'm not really a big fan of that, but that is very good, very handy. Another CPU connector, so if you're running like 2 CPUs, like an old Skull Trail or something like that, then that is something which you can use. Then we've got some SATA cables here, and it's got a string of 3, and it's nice that it's only 3 on the string. It means that you're more than likely going to be able to use all of these and not have to worry about tons of other stuff. another 3-string SATA, another 3-string SATA, and then we've got here, that 6-pin goes into the PSU, and then we've got two 6 with an extra 2 on there for your graphics card. This should be the same again. Yep, so that goes into your PSU, and then you've got a 6+2 adapter, and again, this is another one. And that there is all of the cables, all that lovely cabley goodness, which we know so much about. Ah, it's so good, and they've done it cleverly as well, which makes me happy. Right, with all that done, let's look at fitting it inside the case and checking it out inside. So installing the PSU was very, very easy, as it is with all PSUs. You slot it in, you pop your 4 screws in the back, and you're pretty much done. But the one thing I will say is always make sure if you are doing a brand new build that you fit the power supply first, because otherwise cables are going to want to go places that they can't necessarily go because the motherboard is in the way, i.e. the CPU power connectors that go through the top and in the top bit of the motherboard. Make sure that you put those cables in first, because I forgot to do that. So I fit everything, tried to get the cable through, and then couldn't route it. So I took everything out, routed the cable, and then put it in first. And I'm never going to forget that again. So aside from fitting, how was the power supply in general? Well, yeah, it was awesome. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. Didn't have any lack of power. It powered everything, and I've got a ton of power left over to spare. So if the day comes where I put in a ton more hard drives, which to be fair is probably going to be quite soon, or if I want to upgrade my graphics by either putting in another card in there, so I'm going to have some crossfire going on, that is not going to be a problem, because I have got a ton of extra power waiting to come out. I have got 4 more 8-pin power cables if I want to use them. So I can have triple crossfire in there if I wanted to. That's wicked. But unfortunately my motherboard won't allow that. So maybe I could just have, you know, 2 times crossfire. All in all with the power supply, problems fitting it, none. Problems running it, none. Ease of use, exceptional. The cables as well, one of the things I love is that they are all, apart from the 24-pin motherboard cable, they are all flat. So that makes routing really, really easy. You can like fold them over into like corners and have them nice and flat, and you haven't got round boundy cables everywhere. It's lovely, like it's really, really nice. I love the cable design, that the fact they haven't like just strung out as many SATA connectors as they can do, just so the fact that you've got loads of SATA connectors. They've got a nice usable amount on each cable, so instead of just having a ton of SATA things there that you're not using, you've only got 3 per cable, which is great. It means that you can just use what you need, and there's no extra space clogging stuff up in the space. You've got space. It means you've got no extra things clogging up free space in the back of your computer, because if you've got a tower like mine, there's not a huge amount of room in the back there, so you need to save room by having nice sized cables, which this does. Also, the power supply comes in a nice little safe bag. I'm gonna probably put my mouse in that bag when I go to LAN, so that's quite handy. And also the bag that all the cables comes in, it keeps them nice and safe, so again, a nice little feature. Big thumbs up to Cooler Master, just carry on doing what you are doing. As for me, that's it for the review, so thank you very much for watching. If you think this power supply review has been good for you, then please do leave a like and drop a comment below just to let me know, because your feedback is important for the whole channel growth. Also, away from YouTube, I do tons of streaming now because I have good internet, which is fantastic. Finally, after like 5 years of trying to get better internet, but now it's here, which is good. So make sure you go over to twitch.tv/thegamertech. Link will be just below there, and yeah, come and check me out streaming. I stream like every day, essentially, apart from maybe like a couple of days where I might be away, something like that. But apart from that, every other day, I'm streaming, so you know, come check it out. And I stream for like a fair few hours every day, so that's pretty sick. So until the next YouTube video or the next Twitch stream, I'll see you later, guys. Stay fresh.